Hey there Star Wars fans, and welcome back to Astromech Productions, a Star Wars and LEGO Star Wars YouTube channel. In today's episode, I'm going over every LEGO Star Wars Battle of Geonosis set. I'll be continuing my series today where I go over all the LEGO sets from each major battle in Star Wars. And today I'm going over the major battle in Star Wars Attack of the Clones, the Battle of Geonosis. Let's get straight into it. Okay, so I'm going to start by going over the Republic sets, beginning with the ATTs. Now we have two Attack of the Clones style ATTs. First, the ATT set 4482. It's made in 2003. It cost £65 or $70. It had 458 pieces and 4 minifigures. And the ATTE set 75019, made in 2013 for £80 or $90. It had 394 pieces and 5 minifigures. Now, I would definitely recommend getting one or two at least ATTs depending on the size of your mocks, and I would definitely go for the 2013 one set 75019. It's just a much better, more concise build. You don't get as many clone troopers as you do with the 2003 one. In the 2003 one you get all 4 minifigures of clones, whereas this one you only get I think 1 clone maybe, so you have to synchronize them at it. But the 2013 one is certainly the better option, and I would 100% go with that. The next sets that you're going to want is a Republic gunship. Obviously these are classic ships from the Battle of Geonosis. This is when they were first introduced. Now we have two Battle of Geonosis style Republic gunships. The Republic gunship set 7136, made in 2002, costing £80 or $90, with 639 pieces or 8 minifigures. And the Republic gunship set 75021, made in 2013 for £110 or $120. It has 1,175 pieces and 7 minifigures. So a slight decrease in minifigures for that second ship, but I would still definitely go with the second ship because it's just such a better build. Now you're going to want maybe 4 or 5 of these in your, if you make a kind of big large scale Battle of Geonosis mock, and obviously those ones go for a lot of money nowadays. So I'd maybe go on brick set is the setting where you can select automatically select all the pieces and find you the cheapest buyer for each one, and maybe quadruple all of those pieces so you've got enough to make say 4, and then that would be a much cheaper way of buying one. But you are definitely going to want Republic gunships for your Battle of Geonosis mock, and I would go with the 2013 75021 set. I would also definitely say that you're going to want at least 1 Republic dropship, possibly 2, because this is definitely when we first saw them as well. They're not as necessary as the gunship, but I would probably include at least 1. The only Republic dropships we have is the Republic dropship with AT-02 Walker set 10195 from 2009. It will set you back £184 or $250, with 1,758 pieces or 8 minifigures. Now obviously this is one of the classic LEGO Star Wars sets, so it's going to be a lot more expensive than that original retail price. It's going to be kind of maybe £300-400 sealed in the box. Also it does come with the AT-02 Walker. Now if I were you, I'd only really want the Republic dropship. I don't think there were any AT-02 Walkers at the Battle of Geonosis, so you could try and buy the Republic dropship on its own, or buy the whole set and sell the AT-02 Walker, or like with the Republic gunship, simply buy the Republic dropship pieces on Bricklink or something similar. But as I said, this isn't an essential ship to have for a Battle of Geonosis mock or something, but I would say you might want to include it. For your Republic forces, you're also going to want a command center. Now we have seen a small kind of Republic command center in the Clone Troopers vs Droids Battle Pack set 75000 from 2013, costing £12 or $13, having 124 pieces and 4 minifigures. Now as I said, this is a very small command center, so you may want kind of 3 or 4 just dotted around on your mock scale, obviously depending on the size of the mock. We've never seen a Separatist command center. Now if anyone's played the LEGO Star Wars 3 The Clone Wars video game, they do actually include kind of LEGO versions of Separatist command centers in there. They're a lot bigger, but I would say maybe you could look into building one in the same size, or build a command center mock that's like this one but slightly upscaled. I think that could be fairly plausible, but I'd say you certainly want some of these command centers in a Battle of Geonosis mock or kind of scenario. Now that's it for our Republic forces, so we're now going to move on to the Separatist forces, starting with the Geonosian sets. You're obviously going to want some Geonosians, as this is the Battle of Geonosis. We've seen 3 separate Geonosian sets, with the Geonosian Fighter set 4478 coming out in 2003 for £20 or $20, with 170 pieces and 4 minifigures. The Geonosian Starfighter set 7959 coming out in 2011 for £30 or $30, with 155 pieces or 3 minifigures. And the Geonosian Cannon set 9491 coming out in 2012 for £20 or $20. That would be 132 pieces and 4 minifigures. Now the Geonosian Fighter, the 2003 set 4478, does come with a starfighter and a cannon, but they're obviously very old, coming out in 2003, so I'd say you want to go for the Geonosian Starfighter as a set, maybe get a couple of those and a few Geonosian cannons as well. Now the Geonosian Starfighter set, the 7959, actually comes with a Codemundi minifigure and a Phase 1 Commander Cody, the only Phase 1 Commander Cody we've ever had. So that set goes for a lot, but if you could get it without the minifigures, or maybe with just the Geonosian minifigure, it'll drastically reduce the price. So I'd say definitely go for it without the minifigures. Again, with the Geonosian Cannon, it's got the only Clone Wars Baz Offee we've seen, so that drives the price up a lot. Again, I'd say if you could get it without the Jedi minifigure, or without any minifigures at all. To join your Separatist forces, you're also going to want some Hellfire Droids. Now I've seen the Hellfire Droid in 3 separate sets. The UCS Hellfire Droid set 4481, released in 2003 for £45 or $50, with 681 pieces and 0 minifigures. The Hellfire Droid and Spider Droid set 7670, coming out in 2008 for £21.50 or $90, with 249 pieces and 5 minifigures. And the Hellfire Droid set 75085, coming out in 2015 for £20 or $20, with 163 minifigures and 163 pieces and 3 minifigures. Now I would certainly go for the 2015 75085. That is, I'd say, definitely the best Hellfire Droid model. You could go for the 2008 7670 if you could find it a bit cheaper, but I'd try and go for the 75085. The only problem is that I believe that one was a Toys R Us exclusive, or certainly exclusive for some shop, so it's going to cost you slightly more. You could again just buy the pieces and booklink. The only problem is those big printed wheels, which will increase the price because they're slightly more rare. But I would certainly try and get a couple of Hellfire Droids in a Battle of Geonosis scape. The final bunch of sets are the homing Spider Droids, starting with the Separatist Spider Droid set 7681, coming out in 2008 for £21.50 or $30, with 206 pieces and 5 minifigures. The homing Spider Droid set 75016, coming out in 2013 for £30 or $30, and 295 bricks and 5 minifigures. And the homing Spider Droid set 75042, coming out in 2016 for £35 or $30, with 310 pieces and 5 minifigures. Now I'd say again you want a couple of homing Spider Droids. I would go for any of the latest, the 2013 75016 or the 2016 75142. They are very, very similar sets. Now the 75142, the 2016 one, is advertised as a Revenge of the Sith set, but you know the minifigures are Revenge of the Sith Battle of Kashyyyk minifigures. But if you don't, if you just get them set on its own, then you can very, very easily use it for a Battle of Geonosis set. And to be honest, there's not very much difference between the 75016 and 75142. You know, there's a couple of minor design details. I think the gun at the top has a slightly different pipe. You know, there's a stud shooter on one, but honestly, it makes no difference. And yeah, I'd just say go for either of those. Obviously, the 75016 does have Clone Wars minifigures, so if you get the minifigures with that set, you do have that advantage of not having to play around to try and get correct minifigures. Now, obviously, for a Battle of Geonosis, you're going to want some clone tubers and some droids. Unfortunately, we don't really have sets where you can just get a bunch of clone Phase 1 minifigures, you know, maybe with a couple of lieutenants or commanders chucked in there. I'm saying you can't really just get like a big pack of battle droids and super battle droids, so you're gonna have to kind of mix and match from various sets. You can probably just buy the minifigures on the internet, you know, go on Bricklink or eBay or something and buy maybe kind of 15, 20, 30, 40 of each. It will cost you. Unfortunately, Lego don't make kind of big packs, tons of clone troopers and droids anymore. Hopefully once the Hasbro deal and Disney has changed, they may start looking into doing that again. But you are going to want some super battle droids, B1 battle droids, and various ranks of clone trooper, and also a couple of Jedi, maybe Mace Windu, Kit Fisto, Kaidimundi, Yoda in there, just to make it a bit more interesting. So guys, tell me in the comments which of these sets you'd like to see more of, maybe remade or something. If you enjoyed the video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn your post notification bells on. May the force be with you, and I'll see you next time on Astromech Productions.